Very good morning, guys. My name is Shivraj, and I have started a new series in my YouTube channel that is named as Gen Z JavaScript. So, in this series, we will be learning React.js, Angular, and JavaScript. All the important concepts we will be learning here. And I am a full stack developer with having 10 plus year of experience under my belt. And guys, please subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified for all the upcoming videos. Thank you.
So guys, in this video, we will understand state management, managing state in React.js. As you know, there are different ways how we can achieve the same thing, how we can manage the state. If it is component level, we can use state, use reducer is there, and then we have context APIs, and then finally we have Redux toolkit that we got that earlier we use Redux, right? The same we have NGRX if we talk about Angular. So, and finally we have web storage, that is local storage and session storage for maintaining the state in our React application. So here we'll talk about React only because right now we are exploring React.js and JavaScript. So like I was trying to create an app using Context API to let you understand, but then I saw there is very good official documentation in the new React website itself, and so let me walk you through that. So this is the passing data deeply with the context hook. So we call it a context hook. So there is a create context which lets you create a context, and there is a use context, how you're using it globally. So that we're gonna understand. And we also will go through what is pop drilling and what is lifting state up, you know. So prop dealing is basically you are passing some variable, some, if you want to share it to the child components, you have to pass to all the parent component, and that's how it went down, right? See in this. So in this pop drilling here, you will see this is a parent component, this is a parent, this is a parent, lastly like this. See, this is child, this is again his parent, this is his parent, this is his parent. So you have to pass it like this in order to reach it here, right? So props, but the parent does not want these props, does not want this data, but because this child needed, that's why it has to go through this hierarchy, right? But there is an alternative approach that is called context that we are going to explore here. I will make a dedicated video about the props also so that we can understand props, okay? Today we'll understand the context API, which is very famous, very popular. So context lets parent. So this is a very, I went through this. This is a very good explanation done in the official docs here itself. So we will try to understand this. So here we have a context lets a parent component provide data to the entire tree below it. There are many uses of context. Here is one example. Consider the heading component that accepts a level for its site. So what we're gonna do here is we have an HTML, right? In HTML, we have different types of headings. As we know, in HTML, we have H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. The smaller one is S6 and H1 is the bigger one. So same what we are doing here, we have created a heading component which accepts the switch loop we are using here, switch condition. So which will take level and it will match if it is 1, 2 or 3. Likewise, it will return the heading number H6, H5, H4, H3, H2, H1. So and here we have just calling this functional component here, and here what we are doing, we are just passing this level 1, level 2, level 3. So to the first one we are passing heading level 1, so that's why it is bigger, so it is h1, and next one is h2, so this is s3, this is h4, this is h5, and this is finally s6. Why? Because we are passing it from here. See, to 6 it will return h6. This children is what we are returning from here, this text that you see in middle, right? So this is the children, and this is the prop that we are sending, like this 4, right? So the good thing is here itself you understand the props also, and this and context hooks also. So if you see right now, it is very cluttered, it is very messed up that we need to send like this, right? And let me go down. Here you will see in the next example that we have here, let's say we want multiple heading with the same section to always have the same size, right? So here what we did, we have in section, and in this section we have headings, but we want it of same size. So we will keep one for this whole section, and two for this whole section, and three for this whole section, and finally four for the last section. So how it will show? It will show up like this. There will be a four sections having the similar kind of size. Similar means in one section all will have similar size. So title, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4 size. These are all H4, these are all H3, these are all H2, and this is all H1. Title is H1, heading is H2, subheading is H3, subheading is H4, right? By because we have passed it like this. Understand? If anything we are missing in between, please do let me know in comments. We'll explore over there. I will quickly jump upon the comment section and try to engage and try to answer it over there, right? So last this currently we are passing level prop to each like this. But it would be nice if you could pass the level and prop to the section component instead and remove it from the heading. This way you could enforce that all the headings in the same section have the same size. So what it is telling that inside the section, it will be good if you pass the number. For suppose we want all these headings are 3, right? But instead of passing to all the headings, I will pass it to just a section this number so that it gets right. But how can heading component know, right? Now it is telling how heading will come to know about this, that it has to do 3. So that would require some way for a child to ask data from somewhere above in the trees, right? You can do it with the prop. You cannot do it with the props alone. This is where context come into play, and you will do it in 3 steps. Firstly, I already told you you have to create a context, and then you have to use that context, and then you have to provide. So there are basically 3 steps: creating, using the context, and also wrapping in the provider, right? That's how. So here you have. Firstly, what we are doing, we have created a one more component, and in this component, like level context JS, what we are doing, we have imported create context from React, and we have given an initial value that is 1, right? So we have where it went. So initial value we have given 1. Let me go there. So initial value we have given 1. So level context. Now in order to use it, we will use it with the help of use context. So create context is for creating the context, and use context is for using this value anywhere in the component. First we have to wrap it also, right? All becomes children of it. So uh, so let me show you. So this we have provided create context. Now if you go to heading and section and app.js, so right now we have plain as before, but below we will see use the context, right? Here we will see how we are using it. So again, same, we have imported the use context from the React, and currently the heading component reads level from props. So instead, let me show you. So here we are using now level. So this level is now coming from the use context. You remember we created that context, so that we are you can say that we are accessing it like this with the help of use context. We're accessing the level context value, and we're storing it in constant variable that is level. So use context is a hook. See, explanation is also given is a hook, just like a use state, use reducer. You can only call a hook immediately inside a React component. This is also point to remember that we can only call a hook inside a React component, not inside loops or condition, right? Immediately in the components. Use context tells the React that heading component wants to read the level context. So we have sections. In this section, we have like this 444 given update the JSX so that it's section that receives it instead. So here we have removed everything and instead we have provided to section. Now we have level context. Here we have provided 1. and in heading we have we are using this level from the use context. So this level is now coming from this use context, right? This use context, this is globally declared like this. One is declared, so it is having now one value, right? And section, we have not made any change yet here. So because we are passing like this props one, two, three to the section, but we are not, but now we are not passing to the heading, right? So now it is looking like this. All are of same title, heading, subheading, all are of same. Notice this example does not quite work yet. All the headings have the same size because even though you are using the context, but you have not provided it yet. So React does not know where to get it, right? If you don't provide the context, React will use the default value you have specified in the previous step. In this example, you have specified one as the argument to create context. So use context level context return one, setting all those headings to h1. So that's why you are able to see all of same size because all are set to h1 now. So let's fix this problem by having each section provide its own context. Provide the context. So the section component currently renders its children. Wrap them in a context provider. So this is how you will wrap them. So what we are doing now inside this section, we are wrapping all the those levels that you see. All are now wrapped like this. Level context, and level context will be provided a level value, right? And this section is inside this we have children, everything that we have. So this tells React if any component inside the section asks for leave context, give them level. The component will use the value of nearest level context in the UI tree above it. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and now see we are passing it like this level. So now what will happen in one section we will have different sizes. In one section we will have same size, but in different sections we will have different sizes, right? So here we have provided one. See, first one have 1, 2, 3, and last one is having all 4. So like this. But now our goal is it's the same result as the original code, but you did not pass the level prop to the each heading component. Instead, it figures out its heading level by asking the closest section. You can pass a level prop to section also, but it is saying the way we have done for level, we can also do for section also. So how we can achieve it? Using and providing context for the same. So now we need to do same with the section also. Since the context lets you information and all this you can go through also. It is very well documented. So here for section also now what we are doing, we are giving it level plus one, whatever the level, if it is 0, 1, anything, it will do plus one, and that's how it will render. So now you will see what section is doing. Section is also taking from level context. Heading is also taking from level context and it is matching. Section is taking level plus one, right? So this is how it looks. One, all two, all three, all four. Now both heading and section are wrapped for the level context, and this is how it is working now. In below there are more examples how you can use it in for others also. So you can go through this official docs, and I think this is enough. You don't have to search for any other resource if you want to learn context, right? So thank you very much, guys. Please do comments. Please do write comment and share and subscribe. And thank you very much. We'll see you in next video. Thank you.